Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy DeAnte Section from DeAnteSection.com. Now, this is going to be episode 2 of the Amazon case study. In this episode, we're going to talk about my experience so far in the last 30 days selling on Amazon, a couple of things that you need to be aware of before you get started selling on Amazon. So, with that being said, let's get right into it. Okay, so I'm following a really simple business model when it comes to making money with Amazon. Now, there are a lot of different business models out there, and there's no one way to make money with Amazon. But the way that I'm doing it, I believe that it's the best way for beginners and to actually get to know the whole platform. And that is drop shipping. Okay, so basically, what drop shipping is that you find products from another store, okay, and you list them on Amazon for a profit. Now, whatever that profit is up to you, or wherever you set your profit margins at, okay? So now, when someone buys that product from Amazon, then I go and purchase that product from wherever I have found it from, and then I send that directly to the customer. So, for example, if I was looking for a product on Amazon, I mean on Walmart, I'm sorry, and let's say I picked this suede chair right here. So I would go and I would get the chair. I would look at the price, which is $22. Then I'll go on Amazon and see if I could list it for a profit. So check this out. This is also showing you how to find products that's already selling on Amazon, right? So I'm gonna copy paste that in here, hit search. You can see that there are some selling here. I would do a little bit more research to find out to make sure that these are the right ones. But if it was, okay, that's selling for $33 on Amazon, and here they are $22. So then that is a $11 profit minus Amazon fees, right? So that's basically the very short process of what I do, okay? And what you could do and what thousands of other people also do, other drop shippers. Now, the reason why it's so simple and why I like it is because you don't have to warehouse. I don't have to buy these items ahead of time and store them in a warehouse wait for them to sell. I don't have to stock inventory, and I don't have to buy it in advance. So I wouldn't buy this from Walmart until someone actually bought it for me or from me on Amazon. Okay, so besides paying for tools that I use to run this business, you only end up spending money when you know that you make a profit. Okay, so it's basically a win-win. I really don't like using that win-win line because everyone says that, right? It's a win-win, but this really is a win-win, right? So before, I know that with all you experienced Amazon sellers, people who's been around for a while, you might get your panties up in a bunch a little bit. Start yelling, that's against Amazon COS. You can't drop shit like that on Amazon, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you something. I have talked to Amazon associates. I have a story I'm actually going to tell you real quickly after this. But Amazon does support drop shipping and drop shippers, but they don't want whoever you're buying that product from, they don't want their invoices or their paperwork inside of the packaging or inside of the shipments. Okay, Amazon mostly cares about customer service and their account metrics, okay, which I'm gonna go over here in a little bit. But as long as you keep those in shape, you should be fine, okay? Now, where a lot of people get in trouble is they let their account metrics slip, okay? They have poor customer service, they sell things that are out of stock and all this stuff, and then they start to get in a little bit of trouble. And how, just to back up that claim of what I said about Amazon not really caring about drop shipping much, is because I had a review on, I should have took a screenshot, but I had a review on Amazon about one of our products coming from Walmart. So I went and I requested Amazon to take that review down because it mentioned another supplier. So at that point, they knew I was drop shipping, right? But it was no problem. They went in, they took that review down for mentioning another supplier, and I went on about my business. All right. So, moving on. Here are a few things that you need to know about Amazon before you get started. So if you noticed when I was talking about my the business model I'm using, I didn't mention marketing. If you come from the MLM background, make money online background, then you know that marketing is a huge part of getting sales and getting your product or your brand out to the masses. Well, with this business model, this is one of the reasons why I like it so much. I'm not doing any marketing at all. And here's why. This is a statistic from Statistia.com. You can go look this up yourself. Uh, in 2012, Amazon spent $1.14 billion in advertising just in the United States. Okay, and 2014 is up to $1.23 billion. All right, and now 2016, you can only imagine that it's probably about $1.5 to $2 billion a year now. So I'm I'm not gonna compete with that. Okay, Amazon's already spending all the money doing all the research to get customers in the door. So with this business model, all you have to worry about is finding the products that their customers are looking for. Okay? And it's very easy to find what's real popular and what's not in a certain category. All you have to do is look at the reviews and you can see if that item is selling. Of course, there's a little bit more research you want to do into that item, and there's tools that you can use, which I will get into down the line. But I was just touching on that to let you guys know I'm not doing any marketing. I'm not running Facebook ads or nothing. I am just placing items that people are looking for online, and I'm gonna show you how much I've made so far also. Okay. Um, the second thing you want to note is that your first 3 months on Amazon, when you create your account, the seller account, it's kind of a probation period. Okay. Amazon is going to want to find out what kind of seller you are, if you're dependable or not, if you're serious. So you're kind of in the probation period. And with saying that, I'm going to explain a little bit more. Um, let's look at this item right here. Okay, awesome. So if you look at this item, over here to the left, you have an add to cart button. Okay. Now, if you are, this is called the buy box. Okay. Now, 86% of sales on Amazon come from the buy box, which is basically items that have the add to cart button right on it. Okay. Now, the other 14% of sales come from the other sellers page, which is this right here. I'll bring this up in the new tab. Now this is called the other sellers page, okay? It's basically a list of other people selling this item at different price points, okay? And this is where 14% of the rest of the sales come from on Amazon, alright? So the question is, how do you get this buy box, right? Well, first of all, you have to be on Amazon longer than 90 days, okay? At the end of your 90 days or therearound, Amazon will do a review on your account, which is basically they'll go over your account metrics, alright? Now, the other caveat to being on Amazon for over 90 days is that you have to sell more than 10 items, alright, throughout that 90-day period. And um, the last thing is you have to have a good account metrics. Basically, not a lot of refunds, cancellations, or complaints on your account. Okay, those are just a few things. All right. Now, after that 90 days, to get this buy box, Amazon takes into account a lot of different things, and no one really knows exactly what will give you the buy box, right? But a few of them is that you have good customer reviews, alright? The price is not necessarily the lowest, but it competes for a good bargain, basically, alright? The other thing is the listing has a good description, good information on it, good clear images according to Amazon's TOS, alright? And a lot of traffic going to the item, okay? The other thing you have to understand is that this person, TSR Wholesale, they don't just get the buy box forever, okay? This buy box actually rotates between the top 4 or 5 sellers on this page, okay? So for a certain amount of time, TSR Wholesale will have the buy box, and then Save Super 1011 will have it, then they'll rotate on down, okay? So not one person will always have the buy box, okay? So, with all that being said, oh, and the other thing is, when you sign up for Amazon, if this is something that you want to decide to do, you have to have an Amazon professional account, okay, to qualify for the buy box. So there is a free account that you could sign up, but you have to have a professional paid account, which is $39.99 a month to qualify for that buy box. All right. Now that we got past all that, let's go through what I have personally been going through on my business, okay? So this is the actual back office of my Amazon seller account, okay? So we'll go over a couple things. Right now I have 2 items that's waiting to be shipped, alright? So far in the last 30 days, I've made $642.99. 458 of that was just in the last 7 days. And so far today, I've had no sales, alright? Now, I started on Amazon July 7th, okay? And I listed my first item, I think July 9th, and I got my first sale. Actually, I can show you when I got my first sale here. So this is my oldest page. I'm gonna go back to, I'm gonna do 180 days. Search. See if I could list this top and bottom. I don't know. I'll just scroll down. I got my first sale July 12th, okay? And it was a mini fridge, okay? Now, I got all these sales without the buy box, so meaning that even sometimes my price was not the lowest price, right? Um, it might have been something they saw or whatever. They still bought from me. I've sold 14 items without the buy box. Now, once I get the buy box, my numbers will freaking skyrocket, right? Um, and then since July 7th, let me go back here real quick. I have 202 products so far in my store. So the only thing that I'm focusing on is listing items inside of my store. Okay. Now it hasn't been all peaches and cream. I've had a lot, a lot of ups and downs throughout this whole process, and I'm gonna show you in my account metrics here. Um, so actually, that before I get into that, I need to show you how much I made so far from the first day to now. Um, like I was saying, this $642.99, that's just from the last 30 days. I've been on Amazon for about a month and a half now. Alright, now I started July 7th, and on July, at the end of July, I had surgery, or mid-July. So for about 3.5, 4 weeks, I didn't do nothing on Amazon. Only things that were selling is what I had listed from July 7th to about the 22nd or 23rd. I can't remember. Um, last Friday, which was, uh, look at this calendar. August 19th was actually my first day back working on this business. But I was still making sales that whole time I was recovering. So that's a little bit of passive income, okay? Which is why I love this whole business model so much, is that once you put something up, once you list something, that one item can sell over and over and over again from that one time that you spent putting that item up, right? So, so the last 30 days, $642.99, and the last, let's pull the report of, um, what I have made since I first started, okay? So here's my reports, alright? So since I started, year to date, I made just under $1,300, right? Now that's gross. That's why a lot of people get confused. They see big numbers, or I mean that's very small. There's nothing to brag about, right? This is still basically my first month, right? No experience ever doing anything on Amazon, alright? Um, but that's gross. So you only take about 25% of that, and that's net. Alright, so gross is your overall sales and income. Alright, and net is your profit. Because remember, with this money is what I actually bought the items from Amazon. I mean, from my source that I listed the item from. Alright, so 25% of that is my actual profit. Um, so, I mean, I think that's pretty good for my first month of not doing anything on Amazon, and this thing compounds every month. Alright, so if you're really watching this case study go on, you can see this, my numbers continue to grow every single month, because everything always compounds, alright? Um, so, let's look at my account metrics so far. Like I said, I've had a lot of ups and downs. And if we look at my overall account metrics, we'll look at that. So overall, I've had no chargeback claims, no A to Z claims. It's basically kind of like a refund or investigation. Um, and my overall account health is good. Alright, that's overall. Now individually, I'm falling short on my first month on some things, right? So, no order defects, alright? my cancellation rate is high. For the last 30 days, it's 14.29%. The target should be under 2.5%. Alright, so I still got some things to work on, okay, to get that down, but it's still green, we're good to go. Now when this turns red, then we'll have some issues, alright, but I'm still working on that. My late shipment rate is also 14.29%. The target is going to be under 4%. So it's yellow, which means, I need to keep an eye on that. And I've done some things to uh, mitigate this. When I first started, I was by myself, and my shipment days was way too short. I think I had it on 4 days, and a lot of my stuff was shipping on the 5th day. So all I did is I changed my shipment days to 3 to 5 days, and not 2 to 4 days. Alright. Come on down. No negative feedback. My valid tracking rate was off, and I looked at this. I actually pulled this report, and my first 3 orders, my tracking numbers are wrong, or they were I put them in wrong. So I fixed that, and that number is coming down. As you can see before, it was 23.5%. Now it's down to 14.29%. Alright? And this just shows what categories those tracking numbers are wrong in. Okay? And everything else is pretty good. Right? Anytime I get messages from buyers, you want to reply to those buyers or customers within 24 hours. I'm doing it within an hour. Alright? So that's pretty much it, guys. If you do create an account back here, you can go into these tabs yourself and find out what everything is. Amazon has an awesome forum for sellers. You can go ask questions and stuff like that. I just basically want to be real transparent with you guys. Show you guys basically the starting benchmark, alright, for how this case study is going to go. So you guys, $1,200 within a month basically isn't bad. I have a real simple process. Finding a product here or wherever, any other stores out there. This is the most popular that people are using. I use about 5 different stores, right? So that's pretty much it, guys. If you look right below this video, you can subscribe to this case study, and you get updates every time a new video comes out. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my Facebook fan page. All the links and buttons are below this video. I hope that this was informative and you learned some things, and I'll see you in the next episode.